What happens when three buffoons give life advice, explore unrealistic situations, and give random topics more thought than they probably deserve? It's the Spitballers Podcast with Andy, Mike, and Jason.
Skid up, bop, bop, beep, bop, a doodly doo.
A doodly doo.
It's cathartic.
It really is. It really is cathartic.
Everybody should start their morning. Play the music, scat yourself out of bed.
Wait a minute.
I mean, that was shout therapy. That was not that transcended any kind of scatting. There was nothing musical
That's
about
fair.
that.
You're right.
That was a primal caveman.
Yeah, something came out.
But now people do
Look out for the T-Rex.
Yeah.
people do scat along with us, right? Like when
Yes.
they're starting the show and
Let's
you're in
hope.
your car or
I
at the
don't
gym
want-
or wherever.
I don't want anybody just listening to that.
No, you
Participate.
If you didn't, rewind, start it over. It's okay. And
Is there some sort of therapy where you go into a room and you just scream and yell?
Yes.
I mean, because it just feels so off limits as an adult.
No, they've definitely. I've heard people talk about it, like
You ever done that into a pillow?
just shout into the void, like,
Yeah.
where they can't hear you. I was watching
underwater? Can you do that underwater?
Crashing with Pete Holmes, and there was an episode where as soon as the subway came, he just screams because no one can hear it.
Yeah.
Over the subway, because if you've ever heard of Subway, they are the loudest things.
Well, I
of
feel
all time.
I feel great now. I feel great. Welcome into the Spitballers
Good, 'cause
Podcast.
I don't.
Yeah, Mike's a little under the weather, but he is here. Jason is present
I am
and
present.
accounted for.
I am feeling better, getting over the black lung.
Yeah, what's
while
up
Mike
with
is
you
feeling
two?
Worse.
Mine's different.
Weaklings.
Mine is different.
Weak in different ways.
Yeah,
Yes.
I mean, you know, while I was sick, I still looked good,
You know what
sounded good. You're not sounding the best here, Mike.
You got to keep the beard short. Otherwise, you get all that bacteria. That's what you guys. It's all the birds' nests and the.
What are you telling me? I'm supposed to wash my
Yeah.
beard?
the extra crumbs this guy's missing out on.
Oh my goodness! Hey, hope you're watching
Fruit Loop.
on YouTube. YouTube.com/Spitballers. This will be the I think third episode that hits the YouTube.
You got it.
So, Spitballers Pod on Twitter. Send us your questions. Send us your situations. We've got a situation room on the show today. We also have a Would You Rather segment and a very, very special draft.
Very timely.
Yes, if you are into Game of Thrones, you will be very into this draft. If you are not, you will be less inclined to listen. But that's okay.
It's going to be a battle.
It's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. So, unfortunately, it looks like our very narrow previous show draft, Jason, you're going to come out on top. It is hard.
Did he take the lead?
He did take the lead.
That'd be 2 shows ago. I would say our previous draft was not close. I dominated.
It's just hard. I have to just move on and realize that winning isn't everything. We're here to entertain. We're here to inform.
Honestly, I think that is a great idea that you two do that.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much for listening, subscribing on Apple Podcasts, wherever you're listening. We love your reviews. They support the show. They help us go farther as a people, the Spit hosts. And yes, Jason, that look on your face means we are reading one.
Reviewasaurus Rex.
This one comes in from Proud Father. 5 stars. I typed this with a tear in my eye. Not from laughing like usual, but from my proud father moment. The other day, I walked into the kitchen to hear my 12-year-old listening to a podcast. I couldn't be any more proud to announce that I have a little junior spitwad living in my house. Keep it up, fellas. From a Foot Clan converted spitwad, thank you. And actually, this reviewer's name is DIY Dallas Dave.
Ooh.
So if you don't know,
Dallas Dave.
Yeah. He's the proud father.
I like the idea of him having one single tear in his eye when he laughs.
Yes, that is very common. No, I love this. A Foot Clan converted means that this is a fellow fantasy footballer listener, our other podcast, the Fantasy Footballers. So thank you for making the trip over here to enjoy your Monday even more. And we've got a lot of great things coming for the Spitwads out there. So just stay subscribed, stay tuned in. It's going to be fun. Let's jump into a little sticky situation.
The Situation Room.
All right, this situation comes from Kale on Twitter.
Oof.
Kale says a man has arrived. I guess wherever you're at, he's arrived.
What we know is he does not work for PETA.
No, he does not, because he says he is offering to give you $10,000 per pound for any animal that you can knock out in one punch.
This is ridiculous.
So what animal are you punching? So the stakes,
So I don't get the money if I don't.
if you don't knock it out in one punch.
What?
So if you choose a very low weight animal that you have a high probability of knocking out,
Take the money and run.
you could, maybe you may, what's a 2-pound animal? I don't know.
Also, Kale, what's the deal here, bro? Why are we punching animals in the face?
Look, you really need to ask the man that arrived and asked you to do this. This is very important to this man, to the tune of 10,000 pounds per pound, or 10,000. Yeah, maybe it's pound.
Yeah, it's one of those, like, do you take the money on a small, like, I don't think I could, like, look, Spitballers, I hate cats. I hate them. They're the worst. They're just garbage animals that hate you and want to destroy humanity.
Totally true.
Even still, I don't think, I mean, I know I could not punch a cat.
Of course not.
I've got, if I'm going to take.
Kitty?
No, yeah, little kitty cat. I mean, even if it's like, okay, this is a big fat cat. She's weighing 10 pounds. That's $100,000. I can't do it. I couldn't do it. So what animal can I challenge myself with that I think maybe?
What animal has a punchable face?
Right. What animal? Plate face.
What, are you going to punch an orangutan?
Oh, no way.
I do not recommend punching an orangutan.
Punch the orangutans. They will win that fight. No chance you're putting out plate face.
Now, just so you get the context here, if you were to be able to punch out the heaviest animal in the world, which is
blue whale,
a blue
right?
whale,
Yeah,
which is 200 tons, you would walk away with a cool $4 billion.
Wow.
At $10,000 per pound, it would be a $4 billion check. Now, not likely to happen.
You know what I like
about that? Does a whale
that,
have
though?
a face?
Does a whale have a face?
That's, like, legitimately.
Do any animals have faces if their eyes are on, like, the opposite sides of
If there's a football field between the eyes,
right?
is that a face?
Yes, it's still a face. What I like about the blue whale is not only can I make $4 billion,
Yes, you can make $4 billion.
I feel like, I mean, if I give everything I got, I'm probably not gonna do it.
Probably not.
I don't know. Maybe there's a soft spot, like there's a temple, and you can get a good knockout shot on that blue whale.
Okay.
The old temple whale punch.
But I don't think the whale's going to do anything back.
No, you're correct.
I think he will just swim away as if nothing has happened.
Because he won't
because
know
nothing
that you punched him.
If
He'll
you
be-
move it down to a grizzly,
What are you doing?
No.
This is a death wish.
I
You go
know.
from making money to death.
I'm trying to give people an idea of the money to pound ratio. A grizzly's 1,500 pounds. So you're talking about $15 million if you could punch a grizzly out with a good punch.
You're going to punch him right in the teeth.
Well, sure.
You're going to hurt your own hand with the punch.
Okay, so
All
you're
right.
not going grizzly.
I've got my animal. I want a lot of dough. I want the money.
Okay.
So I'm sitting here thinking, what's a super heavy animal? A super big with a smaller head.
Yeah.
Where I could maybe give me an 1,800 pound. Do the math. What kind of reward am I looking
Did you
here?
say 1,800?
1,800
Well, the math
pounds.
is easy. That's $18 million.
Thank you.
It's 10,000 per pound.
But thank you. I appreciate that. $18 million if I can get this giraffe down, smaller head,
hold on.
go up to the feeding station.
Oh my gosh! I was going to ask you. You're going to bait it.
Oh
No, you
yeah, you gotta have the feet
no-
in one hand, get the
This
tongue
is
out.
so bad.
No, you don't get a feeding station. You get a ladder. You're
What?
on. Yes.
Well, then it's my super ladder from the genie. That's fine. It's gonna help.
So they're 1,800 pounds.
I think that's as big as they can.
See, for me, I think like a turtle.
Oh, that's
That's the same thing with the grizzly. You're gonna miss. You're gonna punch him right in the shell.
Why do you think we're just going to miss these heads, Mike?
Because
Are you punching with one eye closed?
No, I'm watching you punch. You're gonna miss.
Now here's my fear there.
Because you're gonna throw a hay. Like, when's the last time you threw a targeted haymaker? Let me ask you that question.
Never at a turtle. Yeah.
No, just
Never at any animate object,
just
right?
anywhere. I would like.
That's true. I've
we
never.
need to get a punching bag. I'm going to put an X on it, and we're going to slow-mo record you punching as hard as you can and seeing if you're within.
Got to put like blue chalk on his
Yes.
knuckles and see where that
So
thing
you're,
lands.
you're telling me the key here is not picking the big body, little head so you can make the money. The key is picking big head.
Yes, you need a gigantic head.
What animal has the biggest face that I can hit?
If it has a face, it has to be that blue whale. I still argue that blue whales do not have faces.
You're going for $4 billion.
Yeah, no, I'm not going for $4 billion. He won't know. And then you're punching underwater. My kids have like underwater fights because it doesn't hurt. You can't punch underwater.
That's a great point. Bruce Lee
Could you punch out an ostrich?
Oh, that's actually good.
They look
and they
just
deserve
arrogant
it. Now,
enough to punch.
They're jerks.
They are the rudest, meanest animal.
Are they?
Oh yeah,
With their big old eggs.
They're so cocky.
they
They
are
are the worst.
They hate.
I'd
you.
rather have a pet cat than a pet ostrich.
Don't go that far. Don't go that far. That's
Yeah, you at
ridiculous.
least you
Actually,
can-
I think.
What if you pick
what does an
mean
ostrich
animals?
weigh?
If you punch out mean animals,
Well, that's
is
the thing.
that
like,
okay?
I would go. I know from Jean-Claude Van Damme gifts that you
Like
can
a
punch
snake?
out a
I'll
snake.
punch a snake right in the schnoz.
Yeah, just you hold it right by the head and you give it right. Like that makes more sense because everybody wants to get rid of snakes. Nobody's.
I'd punch a honey badger right in the mouth.
honey badger.
The honey
don't care.
badgers don't care. The honey
Yeah.
badger will be fine.
Yeah. What are the animals that?
What's the poundage?
Does a spider have a face?
you would make no. You would get. They'd flick you a penny when you're done.
If you told me $1 million
To punch a spider?
to punch a tarantula,
Right.
1 million, no joke.
You would
never happen.
You would,
Okay.
no,
Never would
is that
happen.
true?
That's 100%.
If-
$1 million. If there's a rich person out there,
Would you kick one for $1 million?
oh my gosh, oh my gosh, I'm crawling right now.
What if
I don't know
what
if
if it's $10 million and you have to give it a smooch?
Oh! Oh my gosh, Mike! I did not see you going there, and that was not a fake reaction.
The best part about that is you are not playing that up for the show at all. He's literally that scared of
He's
any
so
spiders.
scared of them.
That's. I want to watch that back on YouTube. I want to see what a loser I am. That was
Can you punch a jellyfish? Does a jellyfish have a face?
No.
no. You have to have eyes to have a face,
You're
right?
going-
Can we at least agree on that?
Yeah, you're
I
going
agree.
right through. Look, I'm punching a sloth.
No, they're so sweet.
I could get him.
My dog,
I
you
could get
can get him. He can't move out of the way. I was thinking about the giraffe. Like I realized I've seen giraffes fight.
Yeah, they use their heads as the whips. We've
The
talked about this.
Yeah, they
They're
are
mean.
they are a wrecking ball, like a construction wrecking ball with their head and neck. There's no chance I can put a giraffe out.
If you were in a coliseum with a giraffe, Jason versus giraffe, for your life, could you get that giraffe?
No. Wait, does he get weapons?
Yeah, he gets a knife,
No.
like
No.
a pocket
If
knife.
it was a
I'll take the
spear,
giraffe.
if it was a spear, then of course I would have a chance. But no, I'm losing.
This is such a weird question. Okay, are we ready to move on to
Yes.
the next situation? Picturing Jason smooching tarantulas. You lend your best friend $20. You later learn that he used it to buy a lotto ticket, which he hit the jackpot with. He's since been avoiding you at all costs, but you've just ran into him at your local coffee shop. What do you do right there, right then? What do you do in that moment? Here, let me ask a question.
So I did not know that I was loaning money so they could throw it in the garbage.
Right.
That
correct.
was what I was going to ask you. Is did your friend come to you and go? Because if he says, "Can I get $20? I want to play the lotto,"
I
and you're
said
like,
no.
and you're like, "Sure," you don't get that money,
Right? No,
Oh, what?
absolutely.
What? If somebody comes to me and says, "Hey, can I borrow it?"
But
I'm
you're
short,
a dummy dumb.
I'm short right now. Can I borrow $20? I'll pay you back next week. I'm going to go play the lotto. That's an understood thing that if you win, you're giving me money. Not just my $20.
Did he pay you back? He didn't, right?
No, he's going to pay. My friend's good for it. I know he's going to pay me back.
What
next
if he just
week.
gives you that $20 the next week? He's like, "Hey, thanks for loaning me that. I just won $100 million.
No,
here's
it's-
$20."
It is understood that if you buy a lotto ticket with borrowed money, you are giving your friend
A percentage of the winnings.
A good payout.
Yes.
A good enough payout to clear
What can
your
you
conscience.
do though? Can you do anything legally? If you're
No,
in that
no.
coffee shop and you go, "Dude, come on,
No.
come on,"
I don't think there's any legal recourse
no
here.
legal recourse. None whatsoever. There's no contract.
So how do you get that money?
You got
He's your friend.
Yeah, that's
Was your friend.
Oh. Mike. And that's the thing. Like, I think Andy's
He's
question
avoiding
is,
you.
If somebody came and asked me that, I would take the $20 bill. I'd just put it right in the shredder for them. I'd say, here, you didn't get it. But if
clearly you'd be an idiot because this friend won the money.
Yeah.
but I didn't know.
You can't win if you don't play, Jason.
So I didn't know. Let's go under the. Oh, don't do that.
Would you guys be surprised to know I have never won the lottery? No one I
What?
know has
Never?
won. No one I know has won it
What do
either.
you, dude? I've won like 3 times.
He's just a crazy spender.
But the thing
He's
is,
always back with
once
us.
you win the lottery, you just go buy more lottery tickets with the money that you won because you're for sure gonna win.
You punched that blue whale out, you won the lottery.
That's true.
Yeah, look, if I genuinely
Let's just put this. Mike did this to you. Mike borrowed $20 from
borrowed
you.
$20, used my money,
And then
I
avoided
didn't know
you.
what it was for.
He's avoided you.
But I know for sure that he won the lottery. How much did he win?
He won $88 million.
$88 million. I'm going to go to him and I'm going to say, look, Mike, I know you won. I'm not going to ask. Look, that was my money. I'm not going to ask for all of it.
No, it wasn't.
I want $1 million.
Whoa, you're going to go settle that quick?
I am going to go for the lowest achievable large portion I can get where he can go,
Yeah,
okay,
but then I'm going to
fine.
tell you about my new tax bracket and all these tax implications.
Yeah,
I mean, I didn't get a full 88. Like, I'm barely getting by.
So you took the
over
one
here.
lump sum, 44.
Yeah.
Now it's tax. Now it's 22.
I mean, I'm already broke. My money's already gone. Never mind this fine leather jacket and my Lambo. Those have nothing to do with it. Now what do you do?
I think you discovered a very healthy new industry, which is to borrow money for lottery playing.
Oh, you can't lose.
I mean, they've already got the
I mean, in that situation,
I believe they have them. They're called casinos.
okay, all right. Let's get into would you
We're just
rather.
going to hold on to this for a little bit. Don't mind us.
Yeah, temper. We'll hold your money while you stand in this place for a while.
Would you rather?
All right, would you rather live in a home that is constantly dark or a home that is constantly bright? My goodness, this is the battle of my marriage.
this is the battle of our office, Andy. This is the battle of our shuffleboard one-on-one games. So a little peek into the life here
At Spitballers
at
headquarters?
Spitballers HQ. My eyes, they're not the best. Okay, you see me wearing
No.
the glasses.
Weird looking, lopsided.
No, hold on.
But they're beautiful.
Thank you, Mike. I got the beautiful blues, but they don't work so good. So, you win some, you lose some. And so I feel like for me, I need extreme brightness. Like it can't be too bright. When I see my children and my wife reading a book in a moderately lit room that, they're sitting in between the lamp and the book and there's like a shadow on it. And I can't even.
What are you, deeply offended?
I can't understand how they can read because my eyes could never do that. I need it super bright. And Andy, on the other hand, is Dracula.
my wife calls me a mushroom.
Yeah.
And because we
Makes-
have this issue all the
makes
time.
sense.
My wife has never, ever, if it were up to her, my wife would not have a blind in our house. There would be no blinds, ever. They've never been used.
That sounds like trouble for other reasons.
Privacy?
Yeah.
She don't give a care.
Ooh.
She does not care. As far as she's concerned, the whole world, nice people. No interest in...
Has she been outside?
Never. Doesn't need to. It's bright enough inside at our house. But the blinds, I'm not joking. Like, most of the blinds in our house have never come down.
I don't. Yeah, I like it
Because
bright.
she wants it bright all the time. I like natural light. I'm fine with natural light, but in Arizona, natural light is also the kind of light that blinds you.
It's also a cause of death.
It
Yeah.
will glare on you. It is so bright in Arizona in the summertime,
Is great.
and the darkness represents coolness to me. It is cool. A cool afternoon. Draw the blinds a little bit. Have a little bit of darkness in there.
Well, what if it was not a
Just
matter
open
of
up your heart.
What
Let
if
the
it was
darkness in.
not the darkness
not a
in.
matter of skin cancer from the sun, but let's say
Oh.
you've got no windows. It's just always bright or always super dark. Fake lighting. You got some nice LED bulbs. In that situation, the only downside to having it always be bright is sleep. That's it. And I can get a sleep mask.
No, you're right about that. Like if the room is if the house is permanently dark or permanently bright, it's better to be bright.
Oh my gosh, this is like I can't believe you're on that side. That makes me so
You can
happy.
wear a sleep mask, and then everything else is fine.
You literally took light bulbs out of your office ceiling so that the lights could be on at
For
half.
the balance. I'm not a psychopath. I don't want to be like walking around blind in my own house.
What if it was, I mean, if it was dim?
But I'm a melancholy man. I need the mood.
Yeah, you need the darkness.
I need the mood to kind of reflect my internal toil.
when
we believe in a thing called love.
When Andy and I play shuffleboard, we play for the half of the lights in the room to be on
Right.
or off.
We play
And I
for the
always say,
darkness.
I play for the light,
Yeah.
and you play for the darkness.
That's correct.
Mike, which side are you? And let's go
Light.
artificial light.
Light.
Artificial light sucks, though.
Yeah, it does. Walmart
Oh.
is the worst, but if it's that or the darkness, I got to be able to see.
Here's a good would you rather question. Would you rather Ghostbusters be real or Jurassic Park be real?
That's
How is this
that's
even
so,
a question?
That's so funny, though.
This is easy.
Well,
it is?
Of
Yes.
course it's easy.
What are you? What?
Well,
What?
the inference is if Ghostbusters is real, there are ghosts everywhere.
Yeah, that's
Right.
the problem.
That's a pretty big problem.
Look,
I mean,
And
I know
if Jurassic Park is real, there are dinosaurs everywhere.
They're
there's
not
dinosaurs
everywhere.
at a park.
Yeah. They're
Oh, yeah,
contained.
you've never seen the movies? They're everywhere.
No, they're stuck
San
on the
Diego
islands.
ain't doing. Are you kidding me?
They do get off the island. Mike.
Yeah, they get off the island right
Spoiler.
quick. In fact, I believe the last Jurassic World, they are roaming the hills of Nevada. They are on the way to the city.
Yeah,
So-
that's fair.
All right, so let's put
I
it this
guess-
way. Let's put it this
At
way.
least in the Ghostbusters one, there are heroes to save you from
I was going
them.
to say, you know who to call.
Chris
right?
Pratt ain't gonna save me. Who are you gonna
Chris-
call? Chris Pratt.
How dare you? Chris Pratt would absolutely save you. He would
Oh,
save me, at
yeah,
least,
he'll save
'cause he's
you.
my best friend. Let's put it this way. You're in the park when things go wrong, or
Okay, I'll take.
you're in
Ghostbusters.
the mansion when the ghosts
Oh
are
wait,
out.
hold on.
So this is worst case scenario, both worlds. There's
Which
dinosaurs or
ghosts?
there's ghosts.
Because Ghostbusters, a lot of them they're causing a ruckus. Which
We're not talking about
You're
Slimer.
always covered in slime.
no, it's not just Slimer. Like the ghosts, they're just rambunctious. And also, why is it that this is what ghosts do? Why do ghosts?
They're a little wild and crazy.
Like, I'm stuck somewhere between life and the afterlife. I'm on Earth. I have some metaphysical form where I can alter and do things. My entire existence now is to just try and scare people and like throw plates at them. Like why is that what ghosts do?
The same
It's
reason-
because they're free. Because this is what we want
no
to do.
social construct for me.
We want to do that our whole life. No rules. I'm done with this play. I throw it. They're like, what are you going to do?
Last episode, we had 3 hours that you could be invisible. And I said I might use that to just pants Jason for most of it.
See?
So when they're
Yeah.
free, they can mess with you. What? You're just entertaining yourself at that point. Are all that was going to be a dumb question.
I feel like I would still rather have the
I was going to ask if all
dinosaurs.
ghosts were naked, but they're not.
No.
they have clothes.
But how do they have clothes?
Because everyone knows that when you turn into a ghost, you have whatever you had on when you died.
Really?
Well, there's that
That's
reason.
ghost rules.
The
Should I be
other reason,
thinking about that while I put on my clothes every day?
Yes, every day. Yeah, you should.
right. You might be wearing those clothes
Forever.
You're like, I got to get rid of this hideous shirt. What if I'm a ghost in this
Yeah,
shirt?
that'd be embarrassing.
I feel like there's a chance I die, there's a chance I live in both situations. And so I would rather have the one where I get to see a dinosaur that's awesome and cool. Look, I don't want to get eaten on a toilet T-Rex style, but if I got to take the chance, if I see a ghost, like if I see this big poltergeisty monster ghost with crazy lights coming out of the eyes flying at me, there's no redeeming quality. There's nothing like, whoa, cool.
It would be pretty cool.
See,
Nah.
versus a T-Rex?
You know your demise, the method of the demise in the dinosaur situation. He's going to rip you apart. I feel like in the ghost world, what does he do? They can do what they want
They
with
throw
you.
silverware at you. They shake your mirrors. They can't actually do anything.
They can't?
no.
Well, then that's the better world.
Yes, that's what I've been trying to say.
Wait, so from the get-go, you were on
Yes.
team the
Why are they
Ghostbusters?
being fought by the Ghostbusters then, if they can't hurt anything?
Because they're annoying.
Oh,
They keep ruining my dishes.
They do. They go to the fancy hotel because the ghosts are ruining
so
the
in that
party.
world, there's no china. There's no fine china left.
No, it's all smashed to pieces.
It's all paper plate world.
Paper
what's a
plates.
ghost
What
gonna
is the
do?
ghost going to do? That is the solution for all ghost problems, paperware. Plastic. What's
They're going to be.
Don't
Oh, no,
you live that life already?
You spilled my spoons. Yeah, I do.
Don't you guys how often do you bring out regular plates versus paperware?
Let me ask you this. How often do I have a very important dinner party? Because that's the answer. We
You go through a lot of trees.
Yes. Yes, I want to be better.
Yeah,
but
man.
Costco makes it too easy. It's not my fault. It's Costco's
Well, it
fault.
is.
Shame on you, Costco.
We have recycle bins. I mean, you put the paper in the recycle bin.
Yes,
You're
I
doing fine.
recycle.
You're doing fine.
100% recycle. Yeah. And I would like to believe that the paper plates I buy are made of recycled product. Not sure, but I believe it.
And that's what's important.
Thank you.
Would you rather always have to wear shoes, even in the shower, even while you sleep, or never be able to wear shoes again? You know,
Question.
wet feet are the only thing stopping me here from saying shoes all the time.
Oh, because you take a shower and you've got soggy
Yeah, I mean,
shoes.
you're either spending like 30 minutes afterwards, like blow drying your feet off
So
to get the mold from not growing.
Oh, yeah, that's a problem.
are flip-flops shoes?
Our flip-flop shoes.
Yes.
Darn. That would have been a really easy out because I would be fine wearing flip-flops for the rest of if I had to pick one and I could choose
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, you can wear flip-flops.
yeah, but I could take them on and off
No.
because they're not shoes.
They are shoes.
How about we change it to you always have to wear boots, or you never wear
hiking boots?
shoes again?
Well,
Because
I'll
I
tell
just wanted you to look more awkward in all of your moments of vulnerability.
Do I get to change my socks?
Because
Because if you have
magically, yes, because otherwise your feet are going to fall off.
If you have boots and
yeah,
you
we're
shower,
looking at the awkwardness of
you're
it.
getting foot
yeah,
rot.
yeah. We're looking at the awkwardness of it.
Here's one thing I know is gone: skinny jeans. Skinny jeans, they don't exist in this world. You cannot
because you can't get
if
them
you
over
ever,
the boots.
If you ever put them on, you wear them for the rest
Oh,
of your
man,
life.
that's right.
Or you cut them off.
Are there any
So
pants
wearing-
that go on from the top?
MC Hammer
you're
pants
telling me that-
go on from the top? No, there are no pants that go on from the top. How would that work?
it's a kilt.
Crotch zipper.
You
like
would
a-
have to have like some snap at the crotch.
Yeah. Like you put one leg on at a
Hold
time.
on, I'm Googling
bling,
this.
Bling.
No, it's the return of Jinko pants, guys.
You've been waiting for that for years. Why don't you explain to the younger generation?
I
what
thought I've talked
what
about
the
this.
the Jinkos.
But Jinko jeans
How
are
much material?
4 jeans. 4 jeans in one at minimum.
If
That's where the base level was. It
if
got
you
all the way up to
Google
8.
Jinko jeans, you will see
Just great stuff.
the worst looking nonsense
A
of
lot
humanity.
of similarities between them and the redwood forest. Let's put it that way. Very,
Yeah, that's
very
fair, that's
large
fair.
trunks.
If you couldn't
But if I
wear
needed a parachute-
shoes,
If
you
you couldn't
couldn't
wear shoes, that's rough.
exist in Arizona.
Ooh.
That's the
hot-
problem.
I just keep thinking about sharp stuff, but you're right. Hot
I'm fine
roads.
I'm fine with the sharp stuff. Not that I enjoy it, but I would be okay. I would be okay.
I accept this thorn.
But I accept this thorn. I wouldn't be going hiking. But the nice thing is, we don't go hiking.
Okay.
Like, so this isn't a change
we
for
were
me.
just talking about this at a family event. How kids, their feet are so resilient. Like they just go jimmying across sharp rocks where I could not take a step on them. They just go sprinting on them. Like as a kid, I remember in Arizona going to get the mail. Now the mailbox was 4 houses down. Middle of summer, I would do the sprint, grab the mail, sprint back. Resilient feet, just don't stand on the hot ground too long.
Is it weight? Is it because
It's
there's
gotta
not as
be
much
the weight,
weight?
maybe.
Because if I were to do that in the middle of summer, I would get 3 steps before my foot has melted into the
You would
ground.
go to the hospital.
Oh, for sure. That's not even a joke. If I were to go down the street and come back in Arizona with 250 pounds
That would
pushing
be
down on this foot,
torture.
that's
Did
melted.
you guys
foot.
do the move? So when Arizona pools are everywhere, but then the basketball goes out and it's in the rocks, and
yeah.
you're like, ah, crap. So then you spend 5
Oh, you splash
5 minutes.
so
you
much
gotta,
water.
You got to splash all of the rocks, and even that isn't enough. It's it still burns.
Burning, hot feet. No, in Arizona, you wouldn't be able to go outside very much.
You'd be swimming with boots on, though.
You'd look really weird walking around.
Man.
Probably not allowed into a lot of restaurants. No shoes, no service.
That reminds me of what is the policy of your household? Shoes on, shoes off.
Somehow my house became a shoes off house.
Which is
Against my will.
Look, let me just say, this is ridiculous. You correct me if I'm wrong. correct me, but in the entirety of the house that the guests would be, there is no carpet?
It's all tile.
Why are we taking our shoes off?
I don't know.
Why do I have to have my feet out?
I don't know.
Well, you should be wearing socks.
Yeah.
I wear flip-flops. You know this.
Your feet are always out.
My wife is convinced that the greatest threat to all of mankind from a health perspective exists on the bottoms of your feet. Whereas I tend to believe that since you walk everywhere, you're just kind of rubbing it all off and nothing's sticking.
So it's really
sticking.
It's not a dirty thing. It's a hygiene thing.
It's a hygiene thing. What did you think?
I
It was
just thought
like
it was
making
like,
it dirty?
oh, my tile grout is going to be.
No.
I had a friend.
It's more hygiene.
Had a friend growing up, and they were a shoes off. This was the only shoes off household that I
Like right when you walk in the door.
Yeah, shoes off, and I loathed those parents. They were the worst people in the entire world for making.
Did they also
making
have the
little old me-
plastic covers on their
No, they had
couches?
They had a nice home, but you had to take your shoes off, and I vowed I would never have a shoes off policy.
You got a problem?
Oh, shoes are definitely off in my house. You take your shoes off.
Oh, really?
Little
Yes.
kid Mike hates himself.
Yes,
Yeah.
I grew up. You get your house filthy, man.
I am a shoes on. That's fine. But that makes sense, right? Like,
Now,
Yes.
do you leave your shoes on purpose, or is it more comfortable for you to take them off when you get home?
no, I mean, I take my shoes off when I get home, kick them off, throw them somewhere. That's fine.
You
but
take more than your shoes off, don't you?
I'm usually in my underpants. Almost always. That's you. If you ring the doorbell at my house, wait 6 minutes
I'm
before walking away.
surprised you don't wear
I will open the
tearaways.
door, but I had to find. Ooh.
You should put on those tearaways from the basketball game, so when you walk in, you can just, boom.
That's great. That's good advice. Buy tearaway.
Someday your kids will have their own podcast, like the Spitballers, and they'll talk about Papa Underpants and the horror of their childhood.
My father, Walter White.
You guys ready to draft?
Oh mercy!
I guess so.
The Spitballers Draft.
All right, we're doing something fun. We're doing something new. We are going to be giving away swag packs, Spitballers swag packs. If we end up picking your draft idea, now you can give us your draft idea. My favorite place to read them is the comments on YouTube. So if you you go below, you leave the comments. That's a great place to put your draft ideas. You can also send them through.
It's my favorite place.
It's my favorite place. You can also send them through at Spitballers Pod on Twitter. You can send them on Instagram.
The font, the spacing.
Oh, everything.
It's incredible.
The reading, beautiful in the comments section. Casey Wasserman was the winner this week because she or he, is this a he or she there, Al?
Don't know.
Casey.
I don't know.
Could be
Casey,
either.
she, here's the idea. A Game of Thrones Battle Royale. So we've had a lot of different ideas, people wanting us to draft Game of Thrones characters for different purposes. Maybe just draft your favorites, but we're going to do a Game of Thrones Battle Royale draft. Casey, congratulations. You get a swag pack. Al Borland will see to that personally. Al, please take care of Casey for us. Okay?
I will.
Comes with wood shavings and paper towels.
From Al Borland?
From Al Borland.
Okay. All right.
Because he's also the brawny man. I don't know
This
if
is-
you know that.
Yeah, the red flannel gives you all sorts of purposes. This is a really bad spot to be in the 3 pick. I mean, it's,
Is it?
Yeah.
Yes, there are two very clear picks.
Yeah.
So
I'm just interested to know which one you take.
yeah, I am going to go
Andy has the first pick.
I have the first pick in this draft. I'm going to go with Daenerys.
Okay.
Stormborn of House Targaryen, first of her name. The Unburnt.
Excellent.
I was
The Queen of the Andals and the First Men.
I was really
The
hoping
Khaleesi.
that you did not do that because
The
I
Breaker
know,
of Chains.
I know for sure
The Mother of Dragons.
if you had not taken the dragons, Mike clearly would have taken the dragons, right? Like,
Yeah.
there's no doubt. I thought Andy could mess up that pick. I don't think you will. So I'm really curious where you're going number 2 here.
Yes, Daenerys and her dragons are my pick. And, again, this is a battle royale. So, Borland, will you lay out kind of the situation? Because sometimes I get confused about how much we're allowed to include in this. Is he even here?
Yeah, he's here.
So are you in a Coliseum? Are we doing this again? Is King Triton a real bad pick?
Sure. Yeah.
There's
we'll
no
go with
water.
So I was like, does Al
We'll go
know
with
the
that,
rules?
yeah.
But if you draft somebody that's like, best in the water, is it? I mean,
Well, I like our Coliseum rule.
Okay,
I like
Coliseum
being in a
rule.
Coliseum.
all right, I got Daenerys then.
Okay.
I can already hear the music as the dragons fly in.
So my first pick, I accrue your team as I kill them. So I'll take the Night King.
Yeah. Let me.
I mean, like, I don't know what else you would possibly do.
Of course.
here,
Let me
Jason.
just ask this. Let me ask this. Andy, if you didn't take Daenerys, who would you have taken?
I might have overlooked the Night King
I
a little
knew
bit.
it. I
might
knew
have
you
overlooked the
would
Night
have.
King.
I was so hoping that you would go with just a real good warrior character because
Yeah.
there's great ones.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that. We're going to take a lot of them this draft. But I knew you wouldn't go Night King. So if you took a different character, you still would have gone Daenerys. You would have grabbed your dragons. And I would have had the Night King. Oh, I'm so angry because that means I've got
So what are your two bad picks?
I'm surprised.
man.
Like, I thought for sure that wouldn't even be an issue.
Yeah, see, I knew.
That was-
I did not think Andy would take
Night
the Night King.
I mean, I respect the pick. I don't think it's a guarantee. Like you have to take the Night King number 2.
The guy who killed a dragon, no problem.
The guy who every other person that falls in the draft just says, "Hey, you're on my team now." You're
Yeah.
Well,
pretty powerful.
taking the
Also,
Night
if
King.
the Night King falls in your draft, your entire team is gone.
Other than the other 3 people we draft.
Yeah.
Well, no, the Night King. Oh, okay, I get it. Yeah, you're right.
Look, I really wanted the Night King, and that stinks. That is a good pick, Mike. And you're stupid, you're fat, you're ugly, and you're sick with a nasal congestion.
That is true. I
Wow.
cannot argue any of those.
You took some shots there. Daenerys is gone. The Night King is gone. But
Wow.
never fear, Jason. You can still take Joffrey.
There's just no one left of that tier. Like dragons, magical, everything.
That's why there's 4 rounds. I mean, you
Yeah.
get to take back-to-back picks
All right,
to
so
make up for it.
obviously I got to go Jon Snow here for my first pick. One of the best warriors. I can get brought back maybe.
Well, no, you got a combo draft then.
Well,
If you want resurrection powers, you need to take the person who can do the resurrecting.
we'll see. So look, he's on my team, and
That's your final. He's on my team.
Hey, John, welcome to my team.
now we could
I'm
draft.
glad to have you.
He died and did not become a part of the Night King's
Man.
army.
Yeah. So Jon Snow, he's on there, and look, I was going to wait. I was going to wait for this pick to come back to me for my last round, and I'm fairly confident that it would have happened. That it would have got back to me, that you guys would have overlooked this character.
But you got a little bit of a wait.
Hold on.
But because I've got, you write it down, Mike, what you think I'm taking.
Okay.
And because I absolutely am outmatched here from a power standpoint, I
Are you looking for his name?
I am looking for his name.
Are you frantically looking for it?
yes, because
It's the name I have written down on my tab.
it is.
here.
You know the name.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do. I'm not going to tell you what it is though.
It's Magmar Tun Do Weg.
Oh no, I have no idea who that is.
I do not know who that is either.
Because that's not the name he's referred to in the show. If he was very rarely referred to as Mag the Mighty, but we know him as the Giant. I'm taking
Oh, you're taking one of the giants?
Mag the Mighty, the giant that
that's
fought
what I wrote
alongside-
down, but that's not the name I have for him.
Well,
What do you have? 1-1?
Yes.
Yeah, I have 1-1.
Yeah. One.
okay. Well, I'm taking.
You've got a giant.
I'm
Let's just go
taking a
generic.
giant.
All right.
You're
Yes,
just
I'm
taking a
taking the
generic
giant.
because all the best picks are gone. Got it. Mike, you're back on the clock.
Yeah, being in the middle here without the bookend picks makes things a little bit tougher. We're still in the range where there are plenty of picks to go around. Like a little bit of magic left, some great warriors.
See, I think that this draft has to lean on being a warrior. And it's hard
Sure.
because, look, I'll just say, I mean, we all know the characters of Game of Thrones. If you take Tyrion in a draft like this, you drafted a dwarf and you threw
Right.
him in the middle of a Colosseum.
Yes.
He doesn't get to use his mind
Right.
to assemble a secret flanking army
Yeah.
because he's just a dwarf
Cersei's vicious, but the giant's going to step on her.
Right. So this is a battle royale. So you got to think differently.
Yeah,
It's something I should have said after your picks.
what's interesting is I'm going through in my head. Okay, well, this person. It's like I'm doing algebra over here. This person beats this person, so that means C she has to be able to beat A for sure, even though it's fighting. You can't just make that leap. Oh goodness! All right, I'm gonna take. I'm gonna get some girth on my team. I'm gonna take the mountain.
It was in strong consideration for me with this next pick. The mountain, obviously, a big boy.
Oh yes,
big problem. Well, that'll make. I've got to go 2 now.
And I don't even know which version I want.
The post-dead version
yes.
or the? Neither of them are very good looking.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Sorry, but the pre-Frankenstein mountain, if I could go ahead and swap bodies with that not good-looking guy, sign me up.
You know what's funny is that actor just he's like the world's strongest man. He just admitted, just not that it's a surprise, but just steroid use. His life is filled with it.
What?
Yeah,
That's
that guy?
shocking.
Yeah. All right, my combo is I'm gonna actually go. I'm gonna do a couple of interesting things here. I'm gonna counter your mountain with the hound.
Okay.
I'm going to take the hound because he's been nothing but a ruthless Colosseum-style warrior for the duration of the show. And then I'm gonna bring in another pure warrior with a caveat of defending his love. I'm bringing in Khal Drogo.
Yeah, it was between Drogo and the mountain.
I'm taking Khal Drogo. Not only is he a warrior that stands alone, but he will defend Daenerys to his demise. So I'm taking the hound.
I tried like crazy.
And I'm taking Khal Drogo
to get this draft pushed back a couple weeks because there's just no chance I can win from this spot. Those are such good picks.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
So I've got
Daenerys,
every the hound, and Khal Drogo. I'm getting ugly and fat. And stupid.
Yes.
So we're moving back to Mike.
Here's something that's
Who's
funny.
your team so far?
The Night King and the mountain.
Okay, you are evil.
Yeah,
you
that's
are
true.
one evil guy.
Here's something that's interesting. So we're recording this before the current previous episode comes out. So I wonder how our view of these characters
will change. I know.
By the time this episode's released, like, oh man, my dude just died.
All right, Mike, you have got. This is the hardest pick of the draft. You got to go back to the well. You got to figure out what you want. Is it a dead character? Is it an alive character? Is it another bad evil character?
Well,
you seem to be assembling.
This is where I'm doing.
You're taking Euron, probably.
I'm doing
the most hated team.
Doing the algebra of like this person beat the hound. This person then beat that person. It's like, so are they actually?
No, you can't use UFC math here. It doesn't work. You guys, this is skill. This is talent.
Yeah, and the problem is that you're fighting multiple teams at once. It's not like you just get to focus on one.
All right,
and you can't take.
And you know what? The most recent episode is actually swaying this pick because we're in the Colosseum. We got hand-to-hand combat going on, but I need someone who not only are they elite at hand-to-hand combat, they can use a bow, they can throw knives if they need to. So I'm taking Arya. I am taking Arya Stark, who is apparently quite the marksman.
Yeah, she's a very powerful character.
She was my next pick.
Yeah. Because theoretically,
stupid idiots.
Could she do some stuff with the faces in there?
Yeah, probably. Sure.
Hey guys, it's me,
the Night King,
Jon Snow. Don't mind me.
Is that how that's how Jon Snow talks. He puts his arms up real high. Hello, everybody. It's me,
Jonathan Snow.
Yes.
Nice to meet you.
I work for Geico.
I should just throw my draft at this point.
Yes.
I just have no chance.
Oh my goodness.
I realize
there's one pick.
I am so tilting. I've only got one. I know one of my picks.
Okay.
One pick that's...
There's one pick that I think is...
sneaky.
Is super devious and super sneaky.
Really?
Yes.
Interesting. Well, I wish I got it. I don't.
Here we go.
I'm going to take with one of my first two picks. I know I'm taking Oberyn because
that's a great pick.
He is the Viper. He destroyed the mountain. I mean, he got cocky. No, he got cocky.
Jason, I believe you say a win is a win.
Sure, no, that's fine. But I'm going to coach. I'm going to coach him up here. Not get too cocky.
He's a good pick. The
Viper.
Viper.
You know my point.
The Viper.
He did destroy the mountain in single-hand combat until he got cocky, and just the rest is a disgusting history. But now it's like, okay, there's old warriors. There's
so many possible picks,
but
for
they're
you
all
to make that will not make the difference.
That won't make the difference. That's the problem.
Oh, that's why I feel like you got to go with this pick that I'm thinking.
Well, then tell me. Let's talk about this pick, Mike. Just give me a hint, like the first name. What's the first name of the character?
It starts with one of the letters in our alphabet.
Does this character not have a name?
I already drafted her.
Oh, but there's another one.
Oh.
No, look.
Oh my gosh, heavy breathing.
I'm gonna take a two-handed Jaime Lannister. I'm gonna take.
All right.
I mean, he's the best warrior in the world, and I like my team. Like I know they're all going down in the fight. Don't get me wrong. I don't like my team as the victors, but I actually like my whole team. I love Oberyn. Was maybe my favorite character of the entire series.
So what's your whole team? Oberyn.
I've got
Jaime,
Jon Snow, Jaime Lannister, Oberyn, and who was my second pick?
Mag the Mighty.
Mag the Mighty.
You
I've
have
got
a
the
giant.
So
all right.
I like my team.
There's nothing wrong with that team.
Yeah,
nothing to be ashamed of.
Here's my coach. I'm calling him over for a timeout right before the Colosseum battle. Here's my goal: go in there and just take as many down from both parties as you can before we're out. That's my goal. Yeah. Cause havoc, have fun out there, die noble, and do your worst.
Yeah, before the dragons get you, do your best.
There you go,
Mike. You get your final pick. You have I have like 4 or 5 names written down for my last pick, and I don't know which one to go with, but I think I know who you're going with.
I'm so torn on this pick because this pick makes absolutely no sense for your team.
Yeah. Okay.
So
is this the one you wanted Jason to take?
Yeah.
Well, you got to take.
What's your team so far?
So far, I have the Night King, the Mountain, and Arya Stark.
All right. Take your final pick.
Oh, gosh. Because Daenerys gets her dragons, right?
Correct.
Uh-huh.
Oh, man. It's so right. Like, I feel like this is one of those, like, am I overthinking it?
Yes.
For the votes.
Most often, you make a bad fourth pick. Keep that in mind.
That is shockingly true.
You normally submarine yourself.
But I want to know what this pick is.
Go for it.
All right. Whatever. I'm gonna do it anyways.
Yes.
I'm taking Bran.
Yeah. So yeah, that's dumb.
Also, no.
I get it.
Because I just drafted a dragon.
Oh, because you can warg into the dragon.
You think you can warg into one of mine?
100% you can warg into the dragon. So I can kill your dragon.
He hasn't warged into one yet.
But
no,
now,
not yet.
Real quick.
He hasn't needed to.
Can he control them, or you can just see what they see?
No, he takes
I'm pretty
over.
sure that you just selected like a whole flock of ravens to attack everybody on the field.
I took the dragon.
You also are
now,
handicapped.
That's the problem with it.
Now, while you can't move or get away from us, as soon as you're gone, the dragons are no longer warging,
yes.
right? Okay, that'll be quick.
Okay, so you went with...
I'm so mad at you, Mike, even though I encouraged that pick, because if one of you two win, which clearly you will, I want it to be you, because Andy and I are closer in the
Sure.
overall list.
All right, I am surprised that you did not take one of your favorite characters, Tormund, the Tormund Giant's Bane, the big red-headed...
I do love him.
My eyes have always been blue. All right.
Is the big one here?
I am closing out my team with a powerhouse. I've got the balls to make this pick. Grey Worm.
Yeah.
Grey Worm is the pick.
Very nice.
Another loyal Daenerys, friend of Daenerys. And so I will finish up Daenerys, the Hound, Khal Drogo, and Grey Worm, the noble fighter.
I can't believe that Brienne of Tarth is on the waivers.
That's where I was going to go. I was just going to take her because it was the same pick.
So is Ned. I mean, Ned is on the waivers
sucks.
as well.
Yeah, Ned's going to be headless real soon.
Yeah.
Well, you kind of. I thought about, can you take some Starks and get their wolves in there too? Because they've got the wolves with them.
Well, if they've got their wolf, does Jon Snow still have his wolf? The answer is yes. He's on my team.
Cool. Does Arya still have her wolf?
Yeah, I'm really glad I brought this up. All right, did you guys?
It's not dead, but she doesn't have it.
Did you guys learn anything on today's episode of the show?
I learned that blue whales don't have a face.
Oh gosh, but $4 billion worth of punch outs.
I don't think we learned anything because I learned that blue whales do have a face. So, which is it? We need a ruling from Al Borland. Mr. Borland, do whales have a face?
Yeah, whales absolutely have a face.
Okay.
I learned nothing at all.
The best thing to learn is nothing.
Thank you for tuning in, subscribing, listening, supporting the podcast. Weigh in on the draft in the comments below.
See you next time. Goodbye.
Thanks for listening to the Spitballers Podcast. To see what other nonsense the guys are up to, check out SpitballersPod.com.